is 100 years old, you know you're in a place that is bathed in history.
Yeah, the fact that they can't really figure out who exactly designed the golf course, it just evolved. And the true, if you look at a scorecard, the fact that you go out and in, it's designed purely around St. Andrews because 9 holes are out, then you turn around in the loop and come all the way back to the clubhouse. So the amazing thing is you actually can, if you get lucky, play 9 holes with the wind behind you, and if fortunately with the tide it turns, you can get 9 holes with the wind at your back as well.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Could use this, a putt for par, even par early on. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship, and Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side, but if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it? Yeah, Rory's like a car that just has an extra gear. If you've got five-speed gearbox, Rory's got 6. If you've got a 6-speed gearbox, he's got 7.
He's the souped-up Ferrari or Lamborghini. He can go. He's Formula One. That will be a great look at birdie.
Even par, currently.
Good putt, and now 1 under par. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. Frank now at the 4th hole.
Yeah, long par 4. 2 choices, whether you game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. Frank, that's a quality shot.
16 feet or so away, very makeable.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Well, the 4th hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
Just a couple of feet. Well, it was bound to come to an end at some point. Drops just 1 shot after that terrific stretch of birdies. Chance here at the par 5 5th, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The 5th hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, one of the unique characteristics of the old course is that only the 1st, 9th, 17th, and 18th holes have their own greens.
Yeah, there's 7 double greens out there, and double greens, they all add up to the number 18. So if you're on the 5th, it's adjoined by the 13th, or the 6th is the 12th. As well as there's a whopping 112 bunkers, and believe me, they're all in play.
They each have their own name, all 112?
Pretty much so, yeah. There's a few with, there's the Beardies and the Corpse and the Principal's Nose. There's some that do stand out, but none of them are very inviting, that's for sure.
And the Road Hole bunker, that's one of the most famous in the world. Not very big.
No, it's probably the size of a couple of tables. It's not quite as deep as it was. That bank is a little less severe now than it used to be in years gone by, probably so they can save a bit of sand, because it gets a bit of excavation day in, day out.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Back here at the Open Championship on the 7th hole here at the old course.
Yeah, blind tee shot. This is one hole that really does advantage the long hitter. They can get it very close to this green, but this green has got some amazing undulations in it.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Starting to pile them up. 1, 2, 3 now. 4 birdies on the round. Now to the par 3 8th. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
He'll take par and move on. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Now ready for the explosion shot. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Par bid here. 3 under on the day. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way.